Man, it's so important to put in the time and the effort into what you enjoy doing. Because if you don't, then you're definitely going to get beat. You're definitely going to fall behind. You're not going to see the achievements that you're striving to see. Still at the office right now. Probably going to be putting it in with my door closed. Um, it's probably going to happen like this for the next month or two, and I have to limit all my activities outside of what is not dealing with basically estimating, bringing in new work, figuring out this new market. Right now, Public Works is going for super cheap. So I got to dial in and refocus and figure out a way to um, beat the market um, and still win, you know. But I take it back to, I'm able to do this because I take it back to a time when I was learning how to do all this. One of the things I did early on in my career is I taught myself Excel. Um, it was crazy. How I taught myself Excel was I used to get others' contracts, and I liked the way they contract looked, so I would try to redesign their contract either on Word doc or on Excel. And that's how I started, you know, learning Excel and learning how to use Excel. And as the pages grew on these contracts, I learned how to copy or how to copy information from one page to the next page using the cells, using formulas. So over time, I just got better and better at it and just started doing different things. Eventually, I stopped copying people contracts, but I realized that was the learning tool that helped me understand Excel, which now helps me out with estimating hands down. I mean, as you see, I got Excel on both screens right now, but it helps me out with estimating hands down. If you're an estimator and do not know Excel, um, you're going to sort of run behind. You're going to sort of get left in the dust because even if you have a system, even if you don't use Excel directly, every estimating system is Excel based. So if you can learn Excel, you can basically learn any other type of system there is. And then learning estimating. I didn't learn estimating by myself. I learned from other people. Being around great estimators, that's how I'm able to be a great estimator now and can train people how to estimate. Um, a lot easier than how I learned. But I learned how to estimate from people. I learned I just absorbed. Even laying out when I first started in the industry and we were doing custom houses here in Duluth, the backside of Temecula and Marietta, close to where I live at now. Um, I learned from a guy named Dale Hawkins, and he taught me how to lay out homes. He taught me how to lay out plumbing. How to lay out and dig the electrical suite on homes, and that's what I did. And I operated the backhoe after I laid it out. I dug the footings. I hung all the batter boards and the lines and hung the forms. Drove the stakes. Squared it up. Made sure it was level. Um, did the rebar. Did the rod busting. Um, all the way to slab prep to pouring the slab. You know, and during that time, even though I was doing all that, I still had to catch edges. I still had to clean tools. So I learned all that stuff that benefits me now in my career. Is I learned all that earlier and was a sponge. And I always looked at it as if I was always looked at it as if I was being paid to go to school. Back then when I was in the field, I was looked at as I was being paid to go to school, you know? and 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 that's why I stayed engaged. It did take me a while to say, you know what, I'm not going to be screwing around no more. I'm not going to be running the streets. I'm not going to be trying to fight or do all this stuff. It took a while to to let that go. But once I did let it go and focus on and put that energy to focus on learning that trade, I just excel from there. I really did. So that's what I would say, do is especially if you're young in the trade right now. If you're young in the trade right now, so many younger individuals out there that want to get paid before they learn the trade. Like I can have a guy here, I hire him, and my foreman is out for the day, and he's been on with me for 6 months, and I say, hey, today you're going to do the paperwork that the foreman usually do. Do you know how to do it? He's like, nah, but are you going to pay me for it? No, I'm not at all. No. No, I'm not. I'm not going to pay you for it. You don't even know how to even do it, let alone, you know. So it's like, yeah, I don't want to do it if I don't get paid for it. I'm like, but you're still learning. You still need to learn how to do it. Um, um, and that's if you're young, absorb, take it in, take on tasks that you're not even getting paid for, and realize that it's going to benefit you in the long run. Guarantee you. If you stay at it, it's going to benefit you in the long run. I used to suck up everything. I used to stay late. I remember I used to stay late during my first marriage. I stayed late and didn't even get paid for it. And I used to hide that from my ex. That's crazy. She might see this now. So I used to hide that from my ex to where I would stay late to learn more of the trade, to operate the backhoe, learn how to jump trenches. We used to jump trenches or jump footings with digging the houses out. Right. I used to stay back and learn how to build batter boards. And I didn't get paid. And the guys thought I was crazy. It was like, dude, I'm not staying. He's not paying me. I'm not staying. But I just wanted to learn, and I felt like I was being paid to learn. So I took full advantage of it, and all that helped out now. So if you find yourself in that position, stop trying to put this huge value to your time. Especially if you're out here learning and someone is paying you to learn. Flip it and see it as if they're paying you to go to school, because you can pay to go to school and then go to the field and still have to relearn everything and still have to start at the bottom. So if you're in the field, grab hold of it, take control of it, and look at it as if they're paying you to learn, and push it, absorb it all, do it all. I mean, all of it. It don't matter what it is. Just do it. I'll do it. Yeah. Hey. I'll do that. Yeah. I'll wrap all the plumbing. I'll wrap all the foam around the plumbing pipe because the plumbing contractor didn't do it and he's not coming and we're pouring tomorrow. So I'll do it right here. You know? Um, and that's it, man. Clean the footings. Cleaning tools, whatever it was, I did it. And I learned, and I kept learning and kept learning. And sometimes I was doing things that I was so frustrated with it that I didn't realize how it would benefit me later on. So you guys go for it. But I'm gonna tell you this before I let you guys go with that, dropping those jewels with you, and hopefully you gain something from it. Make sure you check out the website. For you ones that already got the skill down, have started your company, check out the website, check out the admin forums. Um, Admin forums can get you set off with having all types of contracts. You can see example contracts I did on there. Also, for your individuals looking to get your contractor's license, we have installment program out. Check down below in the description. Installment program is down there, $217.50 per month for 4 months. So go get it. My construction entrepreneurs, hustle hard, then hustle harder. Catch you on the next one.